Hey everybody, welcome to Weight Loss for Women Over 40. I'm your host, Nikki T, and I have been in this weight loss business since 2002. I started my business in 2006, and unfortunately, I taught all the dieters mentality stuff halfway through my career because that's what they teach you to teach. And it wasn't until I realized that mindset was the missing piece, and then it all fit together. When your mind is set up for success, the weight loss happens much easier. And that is what we talk about on this podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about morning practices that shift your metabolism. I am doing a series. I'm going to be doing, I think, 6 series it is over the course of 2026. And this particular series is Energy Reset After 40. So if you missed the first episode, go back to last week and listen to that as well, because that's going to be super helpful for you to reset your energy. And I want to share one of my clients who went through one of my programs, and this is what she had to say. Her name is Christy, and she is a website designer. And she said, I didn't expect the eating part to be so simple. I lost weight and I'm just feeling better overall in my body. I'm on the losing weight path that I want to be on, and it's pretty easy. I don't have to count calories or macros or cut out foods or anything annoying or complicated. Love it. So, this was Christy's testimonial after she finished the small group jumpstart program. And in that program, I believe she lost at least 17 pounds in 12 weeks. The goal of the Jumpstart small group program is to lose 10 in 12 weeks, but she lost 17. She is not alone in this. But since then, I have kept in touch. I keep in touch with all my clients, and she has lost over 50 pounds. So, using the techniques that I taught her, and she went on to continue on her own, and she's now down 50 pounds overall. So, she is just a testament to how easy it can be. And I want you to know that if you want to experience this particular program that my client Christy went through and she had such great success, she's not the only one, but if you want to enjoy that success, I'm going to be launching a 12-week small group jumpstart program starting in February, in the very beginning of February. So if you want to go on the wait list, I'm going to leave the link in the notes, the show notes. So make sure you go there. If not, get on my email list. Go to weightlossforwomenover40.net/reset. Grab that Mind and Body Reset ebook. It's absolutely free. It's 80 pages chocked full of helpful mindset shifts that can get you started. But that's like the first step to getting the body that you want. If you want to get the body that you want, get in that wait list for the small group program. And I will tell you, the small group program is not for everyone. It is for someone that is really ready to see changes. It's not for someone that is debating whether they need to go get the shot or take a pill. If you're thinking that you're going to be food logging or you're one of those people that want a meal plan, this is not your program. I don't give meal plans. I don't give calorie amounts. You don't have to count things. You don't have to do any of that. Um, so I will go into more detail about the small group program in a later time, but if you want to get in it, make sure you go to the show notes and click that link to get on the VIP list. I am only taking 20 people for this program. You're going to hear more about it next week. And if you're on my email list, you will definitely be hearing about it in the upcoming weeks. But you want to make sure you're on that VIP list because that is my first pick of people that are going to be in this group. It's a great group. I'm loving that I'm going to do it again. It is just such camaraderie. I'm very specific and selective about who I pick. So you kind of have to go through an application process to make sure that you're a good fit for this program. But again, the goal of the program is to lose 10 pounds in 12 weeks. And I would say 80 to 90% of the people that go through that particular program, they lose at least 10. So if that's something you want some additional help on the jump start, make sure you get on that VIP list. Okay. The other thing too is it's not at all about weight loss. Like I promote that because I know that's what you want. But really what you're going to walk out with is you're going to walk out with more confidence. You're going to walk out with a whole different mindset approach, and you're going to have something that you can hold on to for the rest of your life. You're going to have skill sets and tools that you can use moving forward on your own independently to get the body that you want. So uh, it's not your typical weight loss program. I'll just leave it at that. All right, so go to the show notes after this is over and you can click on, it'll say VIP, and it'll take you to the place where you can fill out your form. All right, so let's dive into today's topic. So again, this is part of the series, The Energy Reset After 40, and we're going to be talking about morning practices that shift your metabolism. So I want to be very clear that we think that when we get to a certain age, over 40, over 50, whatever, your metabolism starts breaking down and it's gone awry and your body's not on your side. And it's just not true. Yes, your body is changing, but it's also responding. It's responding to pressure and urgency that you are creating. And it reacts to how you wake up and you meet your day. I am also guilty of this. This is something I am working on as well, but most women start their mornings in a way that guarantees metabolic resistance without even realizing it. Not because of what they're eating, not because they slept in and skipped that workout, but it's how fast you're demanding output on your body first thing in the morning. So you've been taught metabolism is purely physical, calories, hormones, and age. But metabolism is also neurological. Remember, our body works as a full system. One doesn't do something without another part knowing about it, basically. And your nervous system sets the tone for how your body uses, stores, and conserves energy. So if your mornings feel rushed, reactive, like very self-critical, that inner dialogue that says you suck, even before you get out of bed, your metabolism is adapting by slowing things down. And this is a protective mechanism. It is not punishment. It's not your body going, F you, we're not doing this, right? When you wake up, your body is asking one question. This is the question. I'm sorry, the body is asking this one question. Is today safe, right? This is your primitive brain kicking in. Is today safe? Can I get out of bed? Is it okay? Do I need to conserve energy? And most women answer this question unconsciously by checking their phone immediately. That's the one I'm guilty of, and I'm putting a squash on it. Mentally running through their to-do list, thinking about what they should be doing better today, and bracing for the day before you've even stood up. Now, as far as like doing better, there's a difference between deciding these are the things that I want to accomplish, or this is the person that I want to show up during the day, as opposed to these are the things I should be doing. I should be doing better. I should be, there's a lot of shame around that. Okay. So again, it's how you phrase it. It's how you are using your mindset to reframe, to look at the way you're doing things. So again, in the morning, if you're just waking up and you're checking your phone and you're tabulating your to-do list and you're really bracing for like, oh my gosh, okay, I've got this long list of things to do today and I got to do a workout and I got to do this and all the things, right? That internal rush signals threat to your brain and to your body, not motivation. It's like let's put the hurricane window things in and brace for the storm. It's threatening the system. It doesn't, and that doesn't prioritize fat loss, energy, or efficiency, right? It prioritizes survival mode. So pressure, even subtle pressure, keeps your body in a state of readiness, ready to respond, to perform, to really like push through, right? That suck it up buttercup mentality. But readiness is really expensive. It burns energy fast and forces the body to compensate later by conserving. That's when women say, I barely ate anything and nothing moved. My body feels stubborn. I feel puffy, heavy, or inflamed. Your metabolism isn't resisting you, it's responding to chronic internal urgency. This is where most advice goes wrong. They tell you, add a routine, get a checklist, have some structure, and now stick to it. That just becomes another performance. Morning practices that actually shift metabolism do one thing. They lower the demand you place on yourself before noon. Not dramatically and definitely not perfectly, but consistently. So I have some practices that you can implement and test out. Okay. So the first one is delay input before output. Before you intake information, text, email, social media, your kids, I want you to pause. Meditation is great, but before that, before you journal for 20 minutes, I want you to notice, what does your body feel like right now? What does it feel in this moment when you're just waking up? And it can be a very fast check, like a systems check, right? And it tells your nervous system, hey, I'm paying attention to you. I'm taking inventory of what's going on in my body. And when your system feels noticed, it relaxes, right? Relaxation improves metabolic signaling more than intensity ever will. The second practice I want you to go and experiment with is moving with an agenda. So morning movement doesn't have to have a goal, right? You can stretch, you can do the lovely stretch that you do in the morning when you get out of bed. You can walk, you roll your shoulders back, breathe deeper than you normally do. When movement isn't tied to fixing your body stops resisting change, right? Our bodies were meant to move. But us forcing ourselves all the time, that's the mental shift that needs to happen. And this is a paradox that most women miss. Okay, so the third practice is remove self-evaluation from the morning. I don't know about you, but there's some mornings I wake up and I'm like all the things that I have failed, all the things that I have not done, or whatever it is, that inner critic, right? It's critical that you pay attention to this. Stop evaluating yourself before the day has even started, right? Stop telling yourself, I shouldn't feel this tired. I need to be better today. I have to get back on track. Self evaluation spikes chemistry, and stress chemistry tells your metabolism to hold on. Neutral mornings create responsive bodies, okay? So when your inner critic is nagging you and telling you you're not good enough, it's going to spike your stress up, right? Think about it. Think about when you wake up and you're like, oh, man, my thighs are still the same size as they were yesterday. I hate my stomach, whatever it is, right? I missed that workout yesterday. Really shouldn't have done that. I had a client who I just spoke to where she didn't get enough sleep and she was working all day and she really wanted to overeat when she got home. Or, I'm sorry, she wanted to take a nap when she got home, but she overate. And because she knew that her like second shift of the day was happening, meaning she was getting the kids ready for activities and things like that, right? When you start shaming and blaming yourself, it does not help the scenario. It just increases that extra layer of judgment on top of everything else that you're carrying around. So, what happens when you change how you start your day is you stop feeling like you're behind before 9 a.m. Your energy will start to stabilize instead of spiking and crashing, and your body becomes more responsive without force. Again, this doesn't create a magical morning. Like you implementing these practices, you're not going to just be like wake up and rainbows and glitter and bunny rabbits and unicorns, right? It's not going to be a magical morning. But you're going to notice the shift the more times you do it because the pressure has stopped being your baseline. Wake up neutral and decide how you want to move from there, physically and mentally. Your body is not impressed by your discipline anymore. It wants safety, it wants consistency, and it wants respect. And morning practices are not about control, they're about cooperating. They're about cooperating with your body and being like, we are a team. Let's do this together. You need to get your primitive brain on board and your body will follow. That is the biggest thing that I teach inside my programs, getting that brain on board. because it's driving your bus. It is driving everything that you are doing, whether you realize it or not. And if you don't understand what your primitive brain's directives are, well, actually, you can figure it out. Just look at your life. If you don't have the results that you want, or not even close to the results that you want, your primitive brain is driving your bus. And it's operating on a system that is complete opposite probably of the results that you want. So if you take nothing from this episode, take this. Metabolism doesn't respond to being managed, it responds to being trusted. So how you wake up teaches your body whether it needs to brace for impact or to feel open and allow things to happen. And after 40, opening, not pushing, is what creates change. So if your mornings feel heavy, rushed, tense, just notice what is going on in your body because it's feedback for you. And when you listen instead of trying to override it, your body doesn't fight you anymore. It recalibrates. And that's what we're doing in this series. So I hope you will join me next week for the next episode. And let's stop forcing energy and stop chasing quick fixes. Create conditions where your body no longer needs to resist. So if you're loving the series so far, please share it with a friend. Stay tuned for next week's episodes. I'm going to be bringing a special guest of mine on, and she's going to be sharing a story with you. Um, in the meantime, go get yourself on that VIP small group list if that's something that interests you. You can also grab my mindset book, the reset book. All the links in will be in the show notes for you, and you can always follow me over on Instagram at Weight Loss for Women Over 40. All right, have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon.